But the energy you are going to have at the beginning of this week is gonna be completely different to anything else you've been through in your entire life, my gorgeous Aquamarini. And I'm talking about the actual week in between the 12th and the 18th of December 2022. So the first couple of days especially, it's gonna be like, oh my God, you are gonna have so much energy. You're gonna feel so well balanced. You're gonna feel so powerful that even if you didn't sleep in a whole week, you are gonna be able to sense this energy. You are gonna be able to feel this vibration. I'm telling you, even if you didn't sorry, even if you didn't sleep in like a week, oh my God, this is going to rejuvenate you to the point that, you know, there is so much going to be on your mind. So it's not only about you feeling extremely energetic, you are gonna feel this mind-blowing energy shift. And I told you this so many times, my gorgeous Aquamarini, that you have been through so much. You have been through a lot. There were a lot of things that were happening in your lives, you know, and you did make a certain decisions, you know, major life-changing decisions you made, you know, within the last few months. Also, like especially within the last like a month, you know, there was so much that was happening, you know, and the things that were changing in your life, the things that were happening in your life were naturally very, very energy draining indeed. So you were drained a little bit up until, which is natural, of course, but up until this moment in time, there is something going to become so evident to you as soon as you receive this important message at the beginning of this week. As soon as you receive this important message also, like, oh my God, you will know that now it's time to actually develop some kind of a plan. So it's not only about this week, it's not only about first couple of days that you're going to feel this powerful energy. This powerful energy is going to take over and it's going to be going on throughout this week. But I'm just saying that the first 2 days are going to be mind-blowing. So it's not only that important message that you're going to have, that it's going to kind of also, that important message that you're going to have at the beginning of the week, it's going to feel to you like very much so like a green light. Okay, now I'm going to be fine. Now I'm going to be safe. Time to go, you know, time to move on, time to start something really important. And this in itself is going to put you in a mode of like, you know, like, so it's not only about energy and feeling energetic and ridiculously creative, but also it's to do with your mind. You're going to feel so refreshed. You're going to feel so rejuvenated. So that in itself is going to put you in a mode like you're going to really surprise yourself. Like plans. Now suddenly there's so many plans that are going to be on your mind. Wakey, my gorgeous Aquamarini, I missed you so much. And I'm joking. No, but this is exactly how you're going to be, like full of this inspiration and there's going to be so many plans on your mind. And you know what you're going to find really surprising? Like, it's like not the time of the year that you would actually have these plans on your mind. It's not the time of the year that you kind of thought that you're going to be thinking about these things right now. But then, do you know what I mean? This energy is going to be so sacred, and you need to understand it's the part of your own soul. It's the part of your own spirit. It's the part of your own kind of personal intuitive guidance that you need to go along with. So you are just going to find yourself like in this mode of like a planning. And there is something very specific that is going to be on your mind as well. And this wonderful man, this wonderful male person in your life, somebody very powerful, somebody really gorgeous, you know, like you think that this person is like kind of really beautiful, not necessarily like on the outside, but you just think that this person, that sounds horrible, not necessarily on the outside, but you think that this person is beautiful. You see like someone, like it's a lot, do you know what I mean? It's like the beauty comes from inside, really. If you're not beautiful inside, then you're like, no baby, no, on the outside. You know what I mean? So it is someone who allows themselves to be themselves. So therefore, that person is beautiful. That person is gorgeous in your eyes. They could be gorgeous physically. Please don't get me wrong. You see, I'm just going on a completely different level now. They could be gorgeous physically, but I'm just saying that this is someone very intuitive, someone really powerful, a male person in your life, somebody who knows you for such a long time, somebody who means to you so much, and and that particular person is going to be playing an important role, because through that person you are going to realize that you've got like everything you need to have, like in order to kind of make the necessary step. And there is something very specific that is going to be on your mind, but that particular male person is going to make you aware of exactly what that is, and almost as if you knew this, but you needed some kind of like confirmation from someone who's like a rather spiritual and rather psychic or rather open-minded, but also at the same time as equally experienced with certain things, with different things in life. So through that person you're going to get some kind of final little information here when it comes to that, you realizing that you've got everything that you need now, you're going to, but especially something very specific you're going to realize that you have, and that in itself is going to help you to develop and have an important plan here. The more you think about that plan, there is some kind of plan that is going to be on your mind. The more you think about it, the more you're going to be ready to go. The more you think about it, the more you're going to kind of the more you're going to be in this mode, to choose to move forward. And that in itself is going to require from you to leave your comfort zone. And this in itself doesn't have to worry you whatsoever, because at the same time, when it comes to like you kind of developing and having a clear plan, this in itself is going to like really help you to understand and get a different picture on certain things in life, get a different perspective. What kind of do you have to pause with now? What do you have to delay? What do you have to wait with? And what do you have to like kind of like take as a voluntary sacrifice at this stage in your life? So it's more about you getting a different picture and knowing what to let go and what to accept at this stage in your life. But in terms of priorities, you will know that the priorities are slowly but surely going to start changing. Why? Because my gorgeous Aquamarine, I'm so happy for you. The worst is over. I'm telling you that you have been through so much, but as soon as you kind of find yourself in developing and having a plan and in this planning mode, you're also going to feel so enthusiastic about your future. And it's enthusiasm that you didn't have in a while. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that you were miserable or sad, but I'm just saying that you had emotionally, you had so much to deal with a certain person in your life that drained the energy out of you. It's like, oh my God, it left you like completely sucked dry. Like you were like, your energy was like really somebody specific that it's already slowly but surely kind of gone out of your life, was draining your energy, and this was just clouding so much. But now this like worst has come to an end. So this is all going to contribute towards you a kind of understanding that you need to be very quick at this stage in your life. You need to be very clever also, because you are going to find yourself being rather perceptive. But then at the same time, you need to understand that you have to be as direct as you possibly can. You are going to, what is also going to be on your mind, something that you found out, something really crazy, something really completely out of this world, something that it's nothing to do with your life, your personal life, but it's to do with the things on the outside that have been going on for a while, and the things that were like kind of scaring you ever so often. And there is something on the outside, like a news and things like that, and there is something that you're going to become aware of. There is something that you're going to find out. There is something that you're going to really become aware of, and it's like crazy. It's mental. It's like almost as you're going to think like we are in some kind of like a horror movie, you know what I mean? But nothing to do with you, nothing to do with your life. But what you're going to find out, what you're going to become aware of, your first instance is going to be like, oh my God, if I say this to someone, they're going to say I'm crazy. If I say this to someone, they're going to say I'm cuckoo. Do you know what I mean? No, baby, no. What you need to find out is you need to share, you need to make aware those people in your life that are the most important to you. They're not going to think you're cuckoo. They're not going to think you're crazy. They're not going to think you're mental. Your spiritual job, my gorgeous Aquamarine, is to project this on them. You need to let them know, what did you find out and how did you feel about it? Because you know what? You're going to be absolutely right. And even if people in your life don't understand, what are you saying? Where are you coming from? Do you understand what I mean? I hope I'm not too confusing now. Again, it's like to do with the things on the outside, that what you're going to learn, what you're going to find out is to do with some news or something that you're going to hear. But what you're going to become aware of, it's going to be 100% right. But you're almost going to feel like, oh, if I say this to someone, they're going to think I'm cuckoo, I'm crazy. Do you know what I mean? You're not crazy, you're extremely intuitive. You're an empath, you're extremely intuitive. But, you know, it's just like, you know, sometimes things are pretty scary out there. Do you know what I mean? So what you find out, you know, you need to really just like share this with the people in your life. This is so important. Now you will not kind of maybe get this or understand this, but you will see in exactly 7 to 8 weeks. In exactly 7 to 8 weeks, one of the very special people in your life are going to be going through something rather weird, strange and unusual. But because they're going to have a knowledge, because they will know what you told them, they will not do what would be crazy thing to do. Because they will know this, they will have this knowledge. And at the time when you say that what you know to that person in your life who means to you so much, they will be like, oh my God, they may laugh, or like, oh, you're too paranoid. It doesn't matter. But you will see exactly that later on, they will be facing the situation that otherwise they would just do something so mental, so crazy. But because they're going to have the knowledge that what you told them, you will prepare them for something mind-blowing. And this is someone really kind of like a special to you, like a child, maybe someone with a younger energy, somebody with a sensitive energy. I can sense the energy of being inexperienced, but also I can sense the energy of being surrounded by some kind of dark entities, pushing something, like trying to do something with that person. But it's going to be absolutely fine. Please, I'm not trying to be Dark Lala. It's going to be absolutely fine. I'm just trying to explain to you that what you find out, you need to let that person know. You need to make them aware, not just one person, but it's like to everybody who is dear to you, everybody who is that important to you. Please just remember this. And also, my gorgeous Aquamarini, what else I was going to say, like, oh my God, it's so much is happening, this is mental. And also, when it comes to the actual week in between the 12th and the 18th of December, you need to understand, on one hand, you are gonna be like so super psychic this week. There is so much that it's going to come to you. There is so much that you're going to be able to understand. But that super psychic energy that you're going to have, it's also a very strong part of you being able to manifest things much quicker, much sooner. So I also want you to understand that try to be as optimistic as you can from the from the beginning of the week right until the end of the week. The more optimistic you are, the further you will go in life. And the more negative you are, do not do that, because if the week is so powerful when it comes to manifestation, we've got number 12 to start with and number 18 to end with. These are powerful numbers when it comes to manifesting things, but they can go both ways. So don't be negative, don't be sad, don't be down, you know, no baby, no, because this brings a certain energy, certain feeling, certain vibration that it's very difficult to get rid of later on for a long time to come if we are like doing this at the time when the power of our manifestation is so high. So this is something that you need to remember, my gorgeous Aquamarini. Very important indeed. Make sure you're optimistic throughout this week, and make sure you're not stuck within some kind of negativity which is gonna like really manifest these challenges, manifest this negativity into real challenges later on. So that's why I'm saying that it can go both ways. This is very important for you to understand as well, my gorgeous Aquamarini, indeed. And also, what else I was going to say, that this week, you know, you are really going to have such at the beginning of the week, like going back to the beginning of the week. This is crazy how much is actually happening this week, but it's good. This is going to be brilliant for you, because it's to do with so much of like you on one hand attacking your problems directly without even realizing this. So this is when things are going to become magical for you, because it's all about the unfoldment of those spiritual knots in your life that have been bothering you for too long. So the first part of the week also, you need to understand this vision that you're gonna have. First of all, you're gonna feel extremely spiritual, and this is gonna be your sign, and you're gonna feel like you want to do something that you haven't done in absolute ages, like when it comes to like your spirituality, playing with your crystals, or I don't know, like, you know what I mean, like smudging your home something is just going to come to you out of the blue. Oh my God, I want to do this, like something spiritual. But it's also something that you haven't done it in absolute ages, but you're going to feel so passionate to do it, and you're not going to be able to explain where this is coming from, but you're going to feel so adamant, like, oh my God, like suddenly this is going to come to you, and this is going to be your sign that you're about to enter a new door, you're about to enter a new portal, you're about to have a vision, a mind-blowing vision, and the vision that you are going to have is just like, I can't even explain it to you how important this is going to be. This vision, how you want your life to be, how you want your future to be, which is going to inspire you and make you feel extremely optimistic. And this is going to be such a magical energy in itself, let alone what else is this vision going to bring into your life. This vision is not happening just out of the blue. This vision is going to really seriously, this is to do with you knowing exactly and understanding extremely vividly how you want your life to be, and they're going to be so many things coming up when it comes to your future becoming really, really attractive to you. And this is also a very healthy sign. And there are 2 or 3 things that are going to be on your mind for the first time also, like when it comes to that vision. So that vision is really kind of going to put you back on your own track. This is important, and that vision is also really going to be connected to you, to that. When I said at the beginning, you're going to develop and have a clear plan. This is where you're going to find yourself at. This is all kind of like a starting there, and it's leading to this point. First of all, you're going to start kind of like a planning, and you're going to be so excited about it. So it's slowly but surely going to lead to that point where you're going to have a vision. And this is going to be mind-blowing, because what is also going to surprise you, not only how vivid this vision is going to be, how you want your future to be, but it's going to make you feel so optimistic and so enthusiastic, because there are going to be a couple of brand new things going to be on your mind. And these brand new things that are going to be on your mind, that are going to become part of your vision, part of your future, these are so important things to actually pay attention to, because it's to do with you learning things, over the last couple of years, at a time when there was so much pressure going on, and you weren't even kind of aware of it, how important these things that you've actually learned are. Now they're going to be highlighted. Before, it wasn't the right time. So now this in itself, it's really kind of going to bring you strong mind, and it's going to bring so much clarity into your life. And it's also going to be a really, really wise thing to do. Smart leadership is just so important, which means that, by you being a leader in your life, again, you're going to show to others how it's done as well. This is your own vision about your own future is going to make your spirit rise like it hasn't been risen in such a long time. In the last 5 or 6 years, your spirit didn't rise this much, my God. And so it's going to make you feel extremely passionate. Your spirit is going to rise. And at the same time, why you're going to feel even more excited is because there is some kind of conclusion that you're going to have. And this conclusion that you're going to have, that vision is bringing you the actual conclusion. This is going to make you to an ongoing problem in your life. Not ongoing problem, but the things that were kind of bothering you very much so over the last 3 months in particular. There is something very specific that was just kind of making you to really kind of feel rather unbalanced, and this in itself created a problem. So this is all going to kind of boil down towards you having a really important conclusion here as well, which is indeed going to give you the actual reason for celebration. I'm so happy for you, my gorgeous Aquamarini. You really, really, really deserve this. Just remember that the beginning of this week, it's all about a new start. But you can only have a new start in life by trusting yourself. Okay, so you need to push your fears aside at this stage in your life and take a leap of faith. This is very important, but it also indicating the fact that you are going to be very deep, in a very deep spiritual mode. So you are going to be feeling every now and then oh my God, what if? You just have to trust yourself. Just remember this is important. You are finding yourself on such a major crossroads of your life, but these are going to be good babies. This is going to be Big Mama in indeed. Because by the time you get to the meat part of this week, it's all about you kind of realizing, you know what, like I'm finding myself on a major crossroads and I need to like kind of like make a choice. And so this is what you need to do. You have to remind yourself to not overanalyze whatsoever, because you are going to get a clarity on what you desire and you will decide to move forward here indeed. On another hand, you know what else I was going to say, an important conversation at around the midweek. Absolutely mind-blowing. I can see an important conversation like you are gathering certain people around you, certain people that are important to you, like maybe family members or friends, few friends, you know, very, very important conversation. You are gonna have you're gonna have enough of like, oh my God, I'm keeping on about this again. But it's to do with somebody vulnerable in your life, an older vulnerable person in your life. Somebody's taking an advantage of that person and you were aware of it. You knew this, but there was nothing to do because you were worried that you are going to upset that particular vulnerable person in your life, because that vulnerable person in your life, it's not only vulnerable due to their age. I'm not saying that older people are vulnerable, please don't get me wrong. Like, I'm just saying that there is some kind of vulnerability to that older person in your life due to their age, like some kind of illness that it's, you know, like draining that person's energy and affecting that person. Maybe it's to do with their mind, them not being themselves anymore. Well, there is some kind of a dark entity, like a rather devilish, not being funny here, but that's what it is, a rather devilish, like a devil around that person, trying to really take an advantage of that person in your life. Are we understanding ourselves? You know you know, it's like, it's someone in your life, someone older, like maybe father or you know, someone, or mother, someone older in your life, you know, or like an older friend, but someone who means to you so much, and you were aware of this. You knew that someone is trying, you knew this for a long time, that someone is like kind of trying to take an advantage of that person, and they did. It's not one person but two or three, like a little group of people, but there was nothing that you could have done because you were worried that you're gonna make the situation even worse, because that other person in your life, it's not themselves anymore. So you know that they could get easily kind of offended, and they would think that you're trying to take control over their life, blah blah blah, and things like that. So you know, that's why you still kind of didn't deal with the situation. But what is absolutely brilliant here, that you are gonna find out what to do, because there is going to be like a little group meeting where you're going to be surrounded by a few important people at around the midweek, and you're gonna like kind of talk about it, and you're gonna kind of realize something full on, something so important. You will know how to do this. You're gonna have a specific information, you're gonna have a specific message. You will know what these snakes have done, okay? And I'm sorry to be dark, Lala, but this is gonna be good because it's getting resolved. Please don't attack me, you're dark. You know, it's like gonna be resolved. This is important. And I can talk about like, oh yeah, pink champagne and, you know, joke and fun, you know, it's great. But if I see this, what can I do? You know? So, but it's good. It's really good. It's brilliant. So it's basically, you're going to find out the specific information, something that these people who are trying to take an advantage of this person in your life, you're going to find out what you wanted to find out, what you needed to find out. And that particular information is going to prove your point. That particular information is going to change everything, because for the first time you will be able to prove your point, and you will be able to do something about it, and you will be able to like really help to that vulnerable person in your life and try to get rid of these people. You know, this is brilliant. This is completely so fair, and it's justice. It's a complete justice. I see the justice, like it's like screaming justice, which means that these people are very naughty, and they know exactly what they are doing, and they knew exactly what they were doing. So now you will know what to do. And this is really to do a lot. This is absolutely 100% right. It's fair. And at the same time, you will know, you know, but you will know that this is a justice here. You need to do this. You need to like kind of do something about it. And it is going to lead towards you making an absolutely mind-blowing, brave move. You will be talking to that person in your life who's vulnerable, and you will be able to talk to these people who are doing this, and you will be able to do something very special about it, and just to get rid of them, basically, if you possibly can, slowly but surely. I know that you're going to make a really brave step here, brave move, and you are going to surprise yourself, and you are going to be so like kind of worried if I'm doing the right thing, but it's going to be absolutely fine, because it is going to lead towards one of the greatest accomplishments of your life. This was bothering you so much because you knew that there were some wrongdoings going on for way too long, and the longer you leave it, the worse it's going to be, because financially these creatures are doing something. They've done something already. So now you already knew this, but you didn't know up to which scale this actually went. So now you're putting stop to this. This is going to bring one of the greatest accomplishments to your life, because emotionally you were so drained and it affected you so much because you were worried, and you were absolutely right. So the bottom line is a massive achievement. You're going to sort this out, and oh my God, thank you. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. My gorgeous Aquamarini, hallelujah. You are going to sort this out. This is brilliant, and it's not only going to bring you accomplishment and success, but it's also at the same time going to bring you a reason for celebration. You will be able to save some great deal, you know, here, and you will know what I mean by saving. I mean like financially and things like that. So this is brilliant. The bottom line is I can see you having a celebration, wanting to have a celebration here again, which is fantastic. And also by the time by the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, oh God, I'm sorry, sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, 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 I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, 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 I'm sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry, I am sorry, because what I'm gonna say, it's like, no baby, no, it's like, I'm sorry, but another little snaky snake is going to show their face. You know what? You're also clearing the snakes out of your life this week. And you've been doing this, come on, you've been doing this for the last couple of months. In the last 2 or 3 months, you cleansed lots of snakes out of your life, and I know you know what I mean. So now there is another one that is going to show its face. Another snake. Somebody was just lying to you. Nothing major. But this person that was lying to you that you're going to become aware of is the part of your old karma. It's the part of your old life. And you already kind of suspected something, that your old life came to an end. All that draining and negative energy, you've been through so much. This is a new life now. This is a new energy. This is a new portal. This is a new door. This is a new stage. This is all part of it. So when you find out about this person, someone who you can't trust, this is anyway part of that old energy. It's to do with a circle of people that no longer serves you, that you came out of. So this is not going to surprise you whatsoever. That particular person, you're just going to find out that someone was lying to you, but this is not going to affect you in a bad way or in a negative way. In fact, you're going to feel really, really pleased with yourself when you find this out, because this is going to be the last little drop in your glass, which is about to make your glass overflowing indeed. And you're going to find yourself on the spiritual quest where you are really gonna like move on from the last person, like, you know, in this spiritual stage, whom your karma slowly but surely came to an end. So this is really, really good. And almost instantly, couple of days after that, so you're going to find yourself on a spiritual quest. You will want to move on, which is brilliant. And this is all part of you wanting more out of life at such a wonderful time, an interesting stage of your spiritual journey. But only a couple of days later, you're going to feel such a strong need to smile smudge your home like with the dry sage. And I'm not surprised, you know, you're going to feel the need to smudge your home and to smudge yourself as well. This is going to help you to get rid of the negative energy within your environment, but it's also going to help you to get rid of negative energy within your body that you've picked up on the way, you see. And you're also going to suddenly going to be thinking like about different spiritual aspects, you know, about of your life, and you are going to feel a couple of days after that suddenly, like just out of the blue, ready for some kind of adventure. You know, things are literally going to work out to be like this. And also, like few days after you find out about this person lying, you know, a few days after that moment in time, you are gonna find out some kind of information and news and message about some kind of tower in somebody else's life. And you know, tower, unfortunate, very bad and negative situation, but you're gonna feel sorry for these people, but they got nothing to do with your life, nothing to do with you, with your spiritual journey. But it's just going to kind of make you aware of like the fact that if you didn't move on from that person that was lying, you would end up like going through some kind of a negative like a tower that these people are actually going through. So this is only going to remind you, and through the power of synchronicity, that you actually did the right thing indeed, which is going to give you so much strength, so much courage, and so much confidence. And you know, because you are for the first time after a long time going to have a control over so many different aspects of your life that it was just all about timing. So this is going to make you feel so good about yourself. But also you are on one hand going to find out that you've actually, what you're doing right now, this is going to be superb for your financial situation. You're protecting your assets, indeed, you're doing the right thing, but you're also moving on from the part of your life that that is going to really, you know, you're moving on from the part of your life where you were almost fighting with yourself because you didn't do anything about it for so long, you know. So this is brilliant on the spiritual levels. And of course you are making the best possible decision, especially when it comes to like your development. Indeed, you're healing and ascending onto the next level of your life. Well, you need to understand that you are going to be challenged a little bit at around the end of the week. So what you need to do also to stand up for your beliefs, you know, this is very, stand up for yourself and your beliefs. This is very important, you know. But also on another hand, choose your battles really wisely as well. Don't waste your energy with people who don't mean anything for you, anything to you, as simple as that. So now, my gorgeous aquamarini, I'm just going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to see what is going to be an oracle card of the week. So your oracle card, my gorgeous aquamarini. Aquarius. Okay. Aquarius. What is going to be an oracle card of the week in between the 12th and the 18th of December? Okay. Focus and then act. Very important indeed. So this reminds me that you're actually going to, when it comes to you focusing and acting, there will be the situation that you're going to have this week, my gorgeous aquamarini, where, you know, it is going to be like a bit of a spiritual test here. Almost like, you know, the situation that you're going to have, it's like something is going to be required from you to respond to like really, really quickly, and through someone, so someone is going to come through, someone is going to come forward, and that particular person is going to require from you to, it's going to rush you towards something, rush you, respond quickly, and your first thought is going to be like, there's something is not right here, something is just not right here, and you're absolutely right. You need to step back and you need to wait a little bit and then to respond to this. This is very important. And you need to wait like about 2 or 3 days. Within 2 or 3 days after that moment in time, you're going to learn something. You're going to realize something. You're going to become aware of something. And what you're going to become aware of, it's going to make you have a completely different response to what normal response you would have. Okay, so when someone kind of like pressurize you, someone is going to be pressurizing, oh, hurry up, do this, hurry up. You're already going to know something is not right here. This is weird, this is strange. You will feel this because you're an empath. You will know this. you know, your internal guidance. You have to trust, like always, but especially at this moment in time. This is what you need to remember, my gorgeous Aquamarine. As soon as someone is pressurizing you to do something, don't do it. I'm not saying don't do it, but wait 2 or 3 days, and you will see this within two or 3 days, this cooling off period is going to be like a big mama moment, because you're going to find out something mind-blowing, and what you're going to find out is going to make you to respond in a completely different way. And otherwise, if you just like kind of went for it when somebody was torturing you, like hurry up, do this, or like, you know, if you did respond immediately, you would do the wrong thing. Karmically, you would do the wrong thing. Nothing like major, horrible. No, baby, no. But it's like, it's more to do with your spiritual journey. So you would do the wrong thing because like you would ignore the voice within. So this type of situation would kind of repeat until you learn a specific lesson. This is very important for you to understand. So do remember, when someone comes forward and pressurizes you to hurry up with something, do it quickly. Just step back. No, baby, no. I'll take 2 or 3 days. I'll get back to you, and you will see, I can assure you that something mind-blowing is going to happen. And this is where things are going to become very, very interesting, because another option is going to become rather delicious here indeed, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Aquamarine, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.